Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day. It's a July 6th deadline for the Department of Justice under Sessions and especially Rod Rosenstein to produce documents. Well, it's basically a July 6th deadline for Rod Rosenstein to produce documents. So hello, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the Super Chat. And thank you for everyone. So let me know if you can hear okay. If you can hear me all right. Let's see. If you can hear everything okay, let me know. Hello, hello. So we're probably not going to get any Rod docs. But no notifications. So let people know. Go ahead and send this out. Let people know about this live stream. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, everyone. All right, so everybody can hear. Please go ahead, send this live stream out via text or via Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. There's 62 people watching in less than a minute. Now we're rolling. So let's start. We are going to have articles written this evening, and people are going to say, "Oh my God, Rod Rosenstein misses the deadline. Well, what's going to happen next?" Well, I believe the order is contempt of Congress first, and then impeachment. So Rod Rosenstein's amusing. He's like, "I don't do the redacting, sir. I don't do the redacting." Well, get somebody a better marker or some technology to where they don't have to rely on redacting by hand. They can just go ahead and redact and tell the intelligence community to stop covering their behind and simply expose all the people who went ahead and were involved in this corruption. So we got 111 people in 2 minutes. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So let's go ahead. So House approves, this is just a couple days back, House approves resolution demanding DOJ documents by July 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, today's July 6th. The House on Thursday approved a non-binding resolution insisting the Justice Department comply with committee subpoenas for documents related to the Russia investigation. Don't you love how every Democrat doesn't want, they're so convinced that Trump worked with Russia, but they don't want anyone to find out how this started. Wouldn't you, if you believed, I live in California, yes. If you believed that Russia worked with Putin, wouldn't you want to find out how this all started? Wouldn't you want to find out how all of this insanity started? Wouldn't you want to find out what kind of evidence Mueller used or what kind of evidence Strzok fabricated? And James Comey and John Brennan, you might as well call him James Brennan. Or James Clapper, James Comey, John Brennan. You might as well just merge all their names, the same people. They're lying, deceiving bureaucrats who lost the election and are now being totally exposed. So we're almost at 150 viewers, 4 minutes in. The party line was 226 to 183. They're not going to get the 20 plus they need. They need a wave, they need a blue wave of support. They need a lot of people showing up to the polls. You already have not only before walkaway, which is taking storm, there was Dem exit. How many different ways do you need to say we're leaving the Democratic Party? Hashtag demexit. Hashtag walk away. How many different ways do you need? I mean, when you have hashtags saying, I'm getting out of here, I'm leaving this like cult, then there are reasons for that. Hold on, let me see this really quick. We're probably. How does this look? Okay, hold on. All right, whatever. All right. So let's go. So today is the deadline, and we have almost 200 people watching right now. Republicans have been hounding the DOJ to produce documents related to the investigation into Russia's attempted meddling, because they were so unhappy with the 20% of U.S. uranium capacity under Obama and Clinton, because they really didn't have ties to President Bill Clinton. You know this. The Russians really, really feared Clinton. She was so tough. She was so difficult, and she would have put them in their place. They were so afraid. Of course, if you listen to Defense Secretary Robert Gates, it's almost certain Russia, China, and Iran hacked Clinton's server. And she would have used a server, all those servers, in the White House. You would have had like Watergate times 100 with Clinton. Republicans have been hounding the DOJ to produce documents related to the investigation into Russia's attempted meddling. That the NSA, NSA knows what kind of underwear you're wearing. They don't even. They're like, well, moderately confident. Moderately confident. Republicans have been hounding, and July 6th is the deadline. House Freedom Caucus Chairman Mark Meadows has said he wants the House to either hold Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein in contempt of Congress or impeach Rosenstein if the Justice Department fails to meet the July 6th deadline. So there you go. It's either contempt of Congress or impeachment if he fails to meet the July 6th deadline. There you go. What's today's date? July 6th? I mean, it's pretty clear Rosenstein he's been hiding behind bureaucracy for a long time. Well, it's not my fault. And is that leadership, by the way? I mean, we're talking everybody from Comey to Brennan to Clapper. Oh, I wasn't there. I just don't know. I mean, it could have been, prior to me or after me, but we didn't find any evidence of Trump-Russia collusion, but we're going to still continue, And there is a wonderful woman on Twitter. Her name is Alana Mastrangelo. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. NRA member for life. She's awesome photo of her holding her AR. Or no, is it AK? Looks like an AK. And she tweeted just now, or a couple hours back, if you're comparing American conservatives to Nazis, then you're downplaying the Holocaust. You're making light of literal genocide. Not only is this immensely insulting to those who have suffered, it's also anti-Semitic and completely insane. Yes, 1,000,000,000% I agree, 100%. There's Shalak Collins, who is absolutely beautiful inside and outside, wonderful human being, and just awesome. Hashtag walk away. She did a great video, and she does great videos and explains exactly what's going on. She's awesome. Alana Mastrangelo. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, but she's awesome. There are so many wonderful female voices that if you just listen to the left, everything is just Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. 263. We're rocking and rolling now. Only 9 minutes in. House Freedom Caucus Chairman Mark Meadows, RNC, has said he wants the House to either hold Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein in contempt of Congress or impeach Rosenstein if the Justice Department fails to meet the July 6th deadline. By the way, do you remember African-American Trump supporter at Cheesecake Factory? A black man was refused. Oh, no. Trump supporter says Cheesecake Factory employees were clenching their fists. It's just sad. This is a 22-year-old Trump supporter was verbally attacked by staff in a Miami restaurant over Make America Great Again hat. So this was several weeks back. This made Fox News. What is with people? What's with this, like, this hatred of the Make America Great Again hat or shirt? I get it. I understand. It's a symbol of Trump. I get it. I get it. It's okay. You don't like the shirt. Fine. But get used to it. He's the president of the United States of America. I went from Bernie to Trump. So did a great many people. There's a walk away movement. There's a Dem exit. And I respect people who don't want to take sides. That's fine. You don't want to support Republicans. You don't want to support Trump. But you've walked away from the Democrats. Good. I respect you 100%. 100%. I'm not, believe me, I'm not voting for Trump and I'm not supporting Trump because I think that he's like the Messiah. I'm supporting Trump because I think that he's a lot better than people think he is. He's a lot better than how he's been portrayed in the media. And he exposes corrupt, insidious FBI agents like James Comey. There's a lot of great ones. There's a lot of great FBI agents. But and a lot of good people within the intelligence community. Then there's people like James Comey, James Clapper, John Brennan, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page. Exactly, exactly, Travis. How did the Russians manage to target just electors, yet not affect the popular vote? Exactly. That is brilliant, Travis. That is brilliant. How did the Russians not affect the popular vote? So, I mean, oh my God, it's just there's so many basic logical ways that, like, even I've maybe, I don't even think I've either never mentioned that or mentioned that once in like 2 years. Are French fries sexist now? Really? Let me see. Let me type in French fries real quick. I love French fries. If loving French fries is wrong, I don't want to be right. French fries. Oh, okay. Women, we need to throw off the sexist shackles of salad. That's one article. The sad sexist history of salad. July 20. Okay. Wow. Anyway, so what is it that they want? Well, before we get to that, the vote came as Rosenstein was grilled repeatedly Thursday on Capitol Hill by House Republicans over everything from his department's role in any Trump campaign surveillance to the damning watchdog report on FBI conduct. So Rosenstein kept saying, well, you know, it's not my fault. This is an article. Black leaders express profound indignation over Dems' failure to protect Maxine Waters. That's true. Well, but I was saying this. There's no greater racism than in the Democratic Party. No greater racism. What they do with Trump is they twist his words to make him seem like everything they hate, to make him be the embodiment of all the racism they claim he is. So let's see. Just really quick. Black leaders express profound indignation over Dem leaders' failure to protect Maxine Waters. I knew that. I knew that would happen. I was saying that. I was saying that on here. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to ask me a specific question or anything in the super chat, let me know. But this is also very interesting. Rod Rosenstein's right-hand man is stepping down. Gee, I wonder why. Scott Schools, the Department of Justice top career attorney and an influential advisor to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, is stepping down this week. One DOJ veteran said Schools likely had considerable influence over critical decisions Rosenstein made, like appointing the special counsel Robert Mueller. School is one of the top DOJ officials who is regularly briefed on the Russia investigation. Bradley Weinsheimer, a 27-year veteran of DOJ, will temporarily replace Schools. So that's interesting. Rosenstein's right-hand guy has left, just as he's about to get very likely contempt of Congress or impeached. The rats are abandoning ship. Everyone's leaving. Just like in Spaceballs. This spaceship will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Have a nice day. We almost have 400 people here. It is 17 minutes in. But real quickly, dozens of Black women leaders and allies wrote a letter this week excoriating top Democrats Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer for failing to protect embattled. Of course, well, that's going to really help get those 22 plus seats. Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Helping Awan escape via tampering. Yeah, that was. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for your support and for watching. Exactly. I mean, the whole Awan situation, that was ridiculous because they didn't even investigate. Then, like, they claim victory. Like, yay! He didn't. They weren't spies. Yay! Well, it's like, okay. That wasn't set in stone. I was never saying they were spies. I just said they were working for W. Wasserman Schultz because the Democratic Party is a giant money laundering scheme. What Democrats do is they just raise money. They raise money, they raise money, they raise money. And they don't defend the most influential Black congresswoman in Maxine Waters. I think what she said was absurd, but she deserved to be defended. Gee, why didn't Kristen Gillibrand? Why didn't Kamala Harris defend? Why didn't anyone? Why didn't Pelosi? Why didn't Chuck Schumer? They love to talk about identity politics. They love it. They love it. But when it comes to represent, no representation, no representing, no defense, no nothing. Let Maxine Waters, deal with all the heat and all the backlash. And now we have that guy who was arrested because very likely he was influenced by just the rabid hate. Democrats don't have anything that will give people reason to vote. Democrats don't have like this lofty policy objective, this amazing vision of the future. What they do is they just tell you how horrible you are. You should never have existed, and you're a piece of crap, and you're a sexist, you're a racist, you're like, you're a Nazi. And then if you're Jewish, they'll say, oh, you're a Nazi apologist. You're a Nazi sympathizer. You're a white supremacist. You're a white nationalist because you have white privilege, and you're sexist, and you're deplorable. And well, why did Trump win? Because you kept insulting people. You kept saying that people were horrible and that they didn't deserve to exist, that they were just the scum. There are these like just bands and crews and groups of people on the left, and they focus entirely on the left. They focus entirely on the left. So you have DOJ Rod Rosenstein now. Well, I'll just read you this. The letter signatories include former Democratic National Committee chairperson Donna Brazil, saying that Maxine Waters owed an apology from Democrats. See, again, like, that's just pure racism right there. It's worse than anything Trump has ever done. This is just one example. We're not even getting to Clinton calling black youth super predators. But of course, it's like, oh my God, the MAGA hat. This is like the embodiment of racism. Meanwhile, you have the Democratic Party that has thrusted a leading black politician into a hornet's nest of political, like this political turmoil and firestorm, and they don't even defend her. And she was echoing Democratic Party platform. The platform is not some kind of vision for the future. It's hate Trump at all costs. If you hate Trump, they think if you hate Trump, that you'll go to the polls and vote. They're going to get obliterated politically in November. $438 people watching. Rod Rosenstein, right-hand man, is stepping down from the Justice Department. So, an associate deputy. Okay, so Schools is one of the few top DOJ officials who was regularly briefed on the Mueller probe. Schools' departure comes after Rachel Brand, formerly third in command at the department, stepped down earlier this year. It also comes as President Trump accuses Rosenstein and other top DOJ officials of corruption and the Russia probe of being politically motivated. So this guy Scott Schools leaving could be quite the foreshadowing of something important. I'll send everybody the link right here. We have 444 people watching. So it'll be interesting later today to see what happens. It'll be very, very interesting to see what takes place. Because you have a situation now. John, thank you for 444 devices. Colin Richard, thank you. Thank you, Colin. Thank you very much. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, but Colin Reichard or Richard, thank you. Thank you, Colin. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody in the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. 450 people. So thank you again, Colin. And let's just see what the Hill is saying. So nobody is, so it's 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. Oh, Share Blue. Now Trump wants to strip citizenship from thousands of Americans. Really? Where do you get that? Where is this? Where could this possibly be? What? No, there's no basis for the headline, of course. And the actual quote here, USCIS head director told the Associated Press that there's no link to the Associated Press article. So anyway, so every single piece, every single thing that's leveled against Trump is pure hyperbole. I'm not saying he's perfect. There are things that I've disagreed with also. But it's every president. Every president. We have 450 people watching. So Rod Rosenstein risks contempt of Congress or impeachment after today. His number two in charge of his staff, basically, this guy Schools, he's out. Then you have Jim Jordan, and they're trying to go after him, of course, because he's way too effective. So they're trying to go after him. And you have articles in the Wall Street Journal, impeach Rod Rosenstein. That's June 18th. You don't want that. If you're a career, especially like every brokerage firm, every, elite type of organization gets the Wall Street Journal and boom, impeach Rod Rosenstein. How Congress can remind the unelected government it answers to the elected part. This is a June 18th opinion article, op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. You don't want that. You're a career bureaucrat. If you're a career bureaucrat, I keep saying, like, also the interesting thing about the psychological aspect of this that people aren't looking at is that if you're a career bureaucrat, you join the FBI for the prestige and the power, but it's supposed to be the premier law enforcement agency in the land. Well, your text message is showing that you basically conspired against an incoming president because you hate him. If you're Strzok, and then it exposes your, no, I don't follow Q. I do not follow Q. Don't have any problem with people who do, but I don't. But let's just go really quickly. Thought Drifter, please support Larry Klayman, founder of the Judicial Watch, on his quest to indict Clintons. Petition Freedom Watch USA. Thanks for everything, HA. Yeah, I mean, Judicial Watch, I love Judicial Watch. I think Judicial Watch is awesome. I think Tom Fitton is awesome. And well, that's Freedom Watch, sorry. Judicial Watch, I support. Judicial Watch. Sorry, Larry Klayman, I'm not sure I support him. I don't think no. Let me see, hold on a second. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, yeah, Larry Klayman, yeah, I agree with Judicial Watch is awesome. I'm sorry. I'm looking at like 5 different. Right-wing leader. Warrens don't hire Trump. Everybody's a right-wing leader. Sorry, my bad. Judicial Watch founder Larry Klayman. I was sorry. I thought I was looking at something else. Absolutely. I support Judicial Watch. Thought Drifter, you're 100% right. And we got 502 people watching. So today is the deadline. Let's go ahead and really quickly. Among other things, several Republican congressmen accused Rosenstein and other senior officials of running afoul of proper protocol when overseeing the two investigations. So what took place was Rosenstein writes the memo to fire Comey. He writes the memo to fire Comey. Then he appoints Mueller to attack Trump because he fired Comey. And then prior to all of this, he approved a FISA memo, or no, a FISA application based on evidence that was a Steele dossier. Steele dossier evidence, which is gossip, pure gossip. So Rod Rosenstein is all over the place. He can't get his story straight. Or every story is, well, I wasn't there. I don't do the redacting. It's an ongoing investigation. It's classified. I can't comment on FISA applications. It's against the law. Then when Jim Jordan says you subpoena phone calls, oh, you can't subpoena phone calls. You can't go back in time and subpoena phone calls. Oh, my God. Ha, 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 ha. That's impossible to subpoena phone calls. You can't subpoena phone calls. Well, how about phone records? How about taped, wiretapped conversations, taped conversations? Adam Schiff's comments around Adam Schiff's comments about the Four Horsemen. That's like a compliment for people like Trey Gowdy and Devin Nunes. Adam Schiff has had his 15 minutes of fame, and now it's like, you know, that's it. Like there's no, like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody's really paying attention to Adam Schiff anymore. So, you know, nobody's paying attention to Mueller. I mean, you know, then there's an interesting article in The Hill, and The Hill's great. It gives both sides, but the Senate's grown-ups in the Trump-Russia probe follow facts, not politics. Well, where are the facts? Where's the evidence of Russian hacking? To be confident something happened is not a fact. And the NSA is moderately confident that Russia hacked the DNC, that's not a fact. That's someone's opinion. I mean, it's not a fact. So, all right, let's go ahead. And with all due respect to the contributor of The Hill, because I used to be a contributor to The Hill, the Senate Select Committee on July 3rd, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence report of July 3rd on a portion of the Russia probe, stealth dropped when everyone is on recess, is at once a dud and a beacon. It's a dud because they chose to fell the tree when few could hear it falling in the forest. It's also a dud because it adds little new. The committee's report is an analysis of the Intelligence Committee's assessment. So what they did, the Senate did recently, is they said, we are 100% certain that the NSA is moderately confident. Who cares? What the Senate did was ridiculous. Exactly. The Senate grown-ups. Oh my God, the grown-ups are going to investigate a crime that they don't even think happened. And here we have memos saying Strzok is going to hurry the F up, put pressure, hurry the F up. Why is this report a beacon? First, because it fulfills the mere minimum requirement of a duly constituted Senate committee to inquire with integrity and credibility. What? Why? And second, in the present unruly environment of Congress' dilemma to investigate or not to investigate the Trump administration, this committee chose to go forward with its teeny tiny contribution to the truth. Well, what was the contribution? That they They bolstered a confidence assessment. They bolstered a confidence assessment. So, I mean, do Republicans really think he could politically interfere in an ongoing criminal case? There's no criminal case with Flynn. The criminal case is actually with Strzok. Flynn didn't lie to Strzok. FBI 302 interview summary. The 302s were said to be altered. That's one report. Yeah, you should chase down the FBI 302 interview summary. GOP lawmakers said evidence might have been tampered with in Flynn case. They altered evidence. Why is that? We know from Paul Sperry last night. Paul Sperry, where's Paul Sperry? That Strzok fabricated a timeline of events. So the cult of Hillary is slowly, oh man, there's a lot going on. Breaking, pro-Hillary Trish Anderson and Sally Moyer of the FBI were the attorneys who provided Comey the legal muscle to define down Hillary's crimes. Wow. As extremely careless versus gross negligent. Wow. When will Anderson and Moyer be called publicly to testify? Now we're getting to good stuff. I was a little sleepy the past half hour. I'm looking at the live chat. No one's paying attention to me. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you want to just tune in and enjoy each other, my goodness. If you're like want to sleep or like what is that, asthma or whatever, the sound in the background. For the past half hour, I was like running on fumes now. It's so hot outside. Is this mic on, by the way? Can you hear me? All right. Yeah, I'm sure they can hear me. Let's just continue. Oh, we're listening. Don't mind me. Continue, enjoy. Give us some impressions. Well, you know what? I will go ahead. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, David. Thank you. Okay, so hello, Mr. President. How are you? What are you doing this afternoon? I know, I'm listening to H.A. Goodman. I'm about to fall asleep. He's so boring. He's like one of the, it's like listening to waves crashing. Well, he's talking about Rod Rosenstein. He's gonna get it. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. No more, no more. Hit the road, Rod, and don't you come back no more. You're the meanest old woman that I ever seen. Okay, I gotta go back. What? Okay, so now this sleep is... No, I'm back again. Rewind to election night 2016. Paul Sperry. Imagine the looks of shock and shock followed by sheer panic on the faces of Comey, McCabe, Strzok, Page, Moyer, Kleinsmith. Don't mind me. This is enjoyable. Anderson, as they watched CNN and MSNBC, could see that Trump had upset Hillary, and they wondered how they could cover all their tracks. Yes, that's true. That's true. Kleinsmith now and Moyer. Kevin Kleinsmith. Wolverine man. I want you to text amongst yourselves. Link, here's the link. Well, actually, just go to Paul Sperry's. It's at Paul Sperry. He's the man. Luke Rosiak is the man. He deserves a Pulitzer Prize. I cite him a lot in my book, The Awan Brothers and W. Wasserman Schultz, which basically explains that the Awans and Clinton's private server and Platte River and Dato and all of them are involved in fundraising and donations. All of this is about donations and fundraising. That's why they have the Awans. That's why they have the private servers. When the federal government says, "Well, we checked and the Awans had nothing wrong with the unauthorized access," their reasoning as well. They used it as to store pictures of kids and they used it to store the family photos. That's nonsense. We have almost 600 people here, and I've been half asleep the whole time. That's what I'm talking about. During his closed-door testimony, disgraced FBI. The saddest part of everything is when they use the word disgraced for Anthony Weiner, which is the case, but like Democrats are ruthless. They don't defend Maxine Waters, and Anthony Weiner took one for the team in many cases. Well, what he did was insane, but they're like right when he had legal troubles, disgraced FBI, disgraced former New York congressman. But this is during his closed-door testimony, disgraced, exposed. FBI investigator Peter Strzok refused to answer whether he had contacts with Fusion GPS smear merchant and Hillary contractor Glenn Simpson during the Russia collusion investigation. He refused to answer because he did, which means he did not have those. Which means he did have those contacts. He did. This thing is so big, ladies and gentlemen. It is so big, and the Awans, fine, it didn't work out. But the thing is, again, one way or another. Like, for example, it's not going to work out for Democrats in Congress. Midterms are not going to be kind to Democrats. Sally Moyer was the key Weiner. What? No, Sally Moyer was key to the Weiner email cover-up. She was the HQ attorney engaging with the New York office during the month-long delay. Okay, now we have a new character in this all. Sally Moyer. Sally Moyer. How's everybody doing? His live stream? Okay, everybody's good. All right. You have any questions? Just super chat. It's fine. All good. Baker, Trish Anderson. Okay, so Baker, FBI's OGC was legal fulcrum and MYE plus mid-year investigation plus Weiner plus CH Crossfire Hurricane investigations run by James Baker, Trish Anderson, Sally Moyer, Kevin Kleinsmith. OMG. The roof is going to cave in. The Bureau of the Office of Professional Responsibility is going to the holy fury of the Office of Professional Responsibility is going to descend upon these people. All right. This live chat is rocking. We have almost 600 people here. So remember, though, Richard Nixon got caught. He was forced to resign. Al Capone, Alcatraz. I mean, it doesn't matter how well-connected or how powerful you are. Eventually, you're going to, if you continue to engage in crimes. Hillary continues to engage in crimes. And these people so when people say, hey, how come this took so long? They just got caught. They just got caught relatively recently, really. I mean, relatively recently. FBI's OGC. So, wow. Sally Moyer, Kevin Kleinsmith, he had a direct connection to Clinton lawyer Beth Wilkinson and Obama White House through Trish Anderson's husband. Everything filtered through the FBI's department, legal department. Wow. Wow. Pulseberry is awesome. He is awesome. GOP lawmaker says evidence might have been tampered with in Flynn case. Well, of course it was. Of course it was. He was set up. Michael Flynn was set up General Flynn was set up. Set up. Completely set up. He's an honorable man. And again, I don't know when I was like sleepwalking through the first 20 minutes of this segment. There's actually one great meme where it's House Freedom Caucus wants to impeach Rod Rosenstein, and then somebody put the meme from Caddyshack. Eric H526 uses this meme also. Well, we're waiting. Caddyshack was so awesome. One of the great 80s movies. I am all about 80s. All 80s all the time. All 80s all the time. I'm reading from The Hill contributors. I'll give you the link right here. Give you the link to this one. GOP says evidence might have been tampered with. Right there, right there. 627 people. Thank you. Any questions? Let me know in the super chat. Anything you want me to say, let me know. GOP lawmaker says evidence might have been tampered with. Representative Mark Meadows suggests Thursday in an interview with The Hill's TV Rising that evidence may have been tampered with in the case against former Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. So these aren't criminal cases. When people say, like, this is a criminal case, he lied to the FBI. It's not a criminal case. You have corrupt FBI agents. You have corrupt agents. There's a lot of great people at the FBI. I mean, if you ask me, the FBI is better than the FBI is, I should say, more important to the country than the NSA or the CIA. A lot more important. A lot more important, but that doesn't mean that it's the leadership is unethical. Well, it was unethical. We'll see. I think Christopher Wray is going to be a much greater, better change, and I think that eventually we're going to get, of course, the indictments of Clinton. Trish Leak, Pocahontas declined $1 million offer. Isn't she Democrat? Yes, Trish Leak, thank you. Well, let's see, because I talked about the Pocahontas thing. So hold on, this is hilarious. This is really hilarious. I gotta wake up, so okay, so let's just do what Trump said, because well, this is the thing. I don't know why you would claim Native American heritage if you can't prove it, but Trump, Warren, Pocahontas. So this is NBC News. I'll just put the Daily Caller. So, and they're like, "Oh my God, Trump is so boorish. He's so racist." Well, how is this racist? I think it's actually offensive to say that you are Native American if you're not.
Talk about Pocahontas. They're going to cover Pocahontas? Who was?
So it's just funny. Like, there's really nothing, nefarious to this. It's just funny. Hold on,
when I announce they are going to endorse me, because if I lose, should I lose, or if I don't run, they're out of business. So who's going to cover? They're going to cover Bernie. Hey,
hold on.
To the fake Pocahontas, I want him. Apologize.
So they don't get it. See, they don't get it. Rick Urzig, HA, you're hilarious. I'm glad I missed the first 20 minutes, but thank you for. I apologize for the first 20. Yeah, I'm glad you're hilarious. I missed the first 20 minutes, but thank you for keeping all of us informed and loving politics again. You're truly doing a great American service, Rick. Thank you so much, and thank you as always for your continued support of this channel and your kind words. Thank you, Rick Yersick. Thank you, thank you. So like, they're like, oh yeah, this guy is he's a Nazi. He's like, God forbid, Joseph Goebbels and Adolf Eichmann and Rudolf Hess. He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. Did you read any books on the Holocaust? Did you read it? Bobby Yar, just in 2 days, 30,000 human beings murdered. Just make America great again. It's a horrible thing. It's a red hat with a slogan, like kind of like Onward Together, except they won. Oh, it's a euphemism, and euphemism, and euphemism, and this, and euphemism. Good. Leave me alone. Now go attack other progressives. Leave me alone and go so I can enjoy Trump. It's fantastic. This guy's amazing. So it's like, you know, I'm abiding by YouTube policies. This is the president of the United States. So I'm not doing anything wrong.
Of the great tribal heritage. What tribe is it? Let me think about that one.
This guy, so he takes all Andy Solomon's Tell Eric H526 and Florida. Hello, you are awesome. HA, love Florida. Andy Solomon's. I was at a USC Florida State game in in 2000. No. 99, no, 2000, when Florida State was really, really good still, like really, really, really good. And SC was just coming back from, you know, years of being okay. And then we became really, 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 really good. But it was 14-7. And we could have won that game too. It would have been a major upset. I think Florida State was number one at the time. One or two. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you, Florida. Thank you, Andy Solomons. And thank you for always representing for Eric H526, who is amazing. Eric H526, I can never thank you enough for all your amazing kindness and support. But Andy Solomons, thank you. Let's get to this. This is fantastic. This is fantastic.
She of the great tribal heritage. What tribe is it? Let me think about that one. Meantime, she's based her life on being a minority. Pocahontas. They always want me to apologize for saying it. And I hereby, oh no, I want to apologize. I'll use tonight. Pocahontas, I apologize to you. I apologize. To you, I apologize. To the fake Pocahontas, I want it.
You see the setup there was hilarious. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. It's awesome. People are like, this guy is the epitome of racism. No, he's not. He's the epitome of racism, don't you know? Because intellectually, no. There's a reason Kristen Gillibrand is like, meep. There's a reason Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Hillary are like, Maxine Waters did what? I don't know. What did she do? She basically represented for Democrats and took all the political heat. Maybe you should probably defend her. No, in 2020. No, Kristen Gillibrand. Okay, that's racism. This is not racism. This is hilarious. Better. This is better than any late night talk show. They're not even funny. They're not even funny.
To you, I apologize. To the fake Pocahontas, I won't. No, it's causing her problems. You know, that name's good because now even the liberals are saying, take a test. Take a test. You know, I tell you, I shouldn't tell you because I like not to give away secrets. But this one, let's say I'm debating Pocahontas. Right? I promise you I'll do this. I will take, you know, those little kids, they sell on television for $2. Learn your heritage. God says, I was born in Scotland. It turns out he was born in Puerto Rico, and that's okay. Good. You know, I says, I was born in Germany. Well, he wasn't born in Germany. He was born someplace else. I'm going to get one of those little kids. And in the middle of the debate, when she proclaims that she's of Indian heritage, because her mother said she has high cheekbones. That's her only evidence, that her mother said she had high cheekbones. We will take that little kid and say, but we have to do it gently. Because we're in the Me Too generation, so we have to be very gentle.
Oh my God.
And we will very gently take that kid and we will slowly toss it, hoping it doesn't hit her and injure her arm. Even though it only weighs probably 2 ounces. And we will say, I will give you $1 million to your favorite charity, paid for by Trump, if you take the test and it shows you're an Indian. You know.
Oh my God, did you see what he said about Me Too? Did you see what he said? He said there were Puerto Rican people in Scotland. What else did he say? He was a racist, sexist, nationalist, supremacist, everything. Oh my God. But what about Joy Reid's anti-gay blog post? The Russian hackers. Oh, what about the blog posts from other people who are very prominent on the left? They've changed. They used to be Republican. Oh, okay. You're cool with that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Did you see what Trump did? I want you to... Mad Dog Mattis. Mad Dog Mattis. You're eating a junior Whopper? Whopper Junior? Who do you think you are? You get out of there. No, no Whopper Junior for you. No soup for you. No fries for you. Everybody, Mad Dog Mattis is eating in Burger King onion rings. Large order onion rings. Get him. Get him. Leave Burger King. We hate Trump. But that's November. You have to vote. Well, we're not voting, but we're going to make sure they don't eat. You can rest assured everyone who is protesting is not going to vote. Like, they're like, well, we just pick one. Either we protest them eating or we vote in November. You pick one. Because the thing is, they have to drum up enthusiasm somehow. Now you're going to see like people streaking naked. Yeah, you're going to see this. It's just like, this is how much I love the country. This De Niro naked streaking down Hollywood Boulevard. Thank Agent 99. Thank you for your dedication, HA. Love your segments. Go to Cheryl Atkinson's Twitter page and see the email she posted from WikiLeaks about John Brennan. Okay, Agent 99. I'm going to do that right now. WikiLeaks. Right now. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Agent 99. Love Get Smart, by the way. Oh, Cheryl Atkinson, I went to. Judge throws out lawsuit accusing Trump of colluding. WikiLeaks just retweeted this. Yes. Yes. Love it. You know, because there's so much evidence, you know. There's so much evidence. Okay, I'm Cheryl Atkinson, Cheryl Atkinson, Cheryl Atkinson, Cheryl Atkinson. Share this segment, even though it started off slow, because it's basically going to explain everything that's taking place later today. Why is this not working? Cheryl Atkinson. Okay. What the heck? Wait a second. Oh, okay. Collusion against Trump timeline updated. Wow. Nice. This is awesome. What? You know what? I'm trying to find the... This is fantastic. I'm tweeting that out. I am tweeting that out. But read that next segment. A 16... Wow. MySanAntonio.com, suspect in a 16-year-old more mature than a 30-year-old bully. Wow. The FBI withheld other damaging emails from Congress. Some of them are coming out now. That's right. That is right. Oh, here it is. Obama investigation, internal use. Brennan. Thank you, Agent 9. Brennan is behind the witch hunt of investigation journalists. Oh, yeah, okay. Obama leak investigation. So Brennan, so this was an article. Obama leak investigation, internal use, do not forward. Oh, okay. All right. So they're either reading an article or... Remember the time government intel contractor emails exposed a government operation versus journalists like me, Cheryl Atkinson? Around the time the U.S. government began the remote intrusions into my computer? I do. Wow. Cheryl Atkinson. Wow. She is awesome. Wow. So thank you, Agent 99. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Agent 99. It was global intelligence files. It was in the global intelligence files of WikiLeaks. That's right. Brennan, see, that's another thing. That's why I keep saying all of this is not sustainable, and it's all coming out in the open. And they're timing this for November. So every single week until November, something big's going to happen. Every single week until November, something big's going to happen. Every single week. Every single week. Every single bleeping week. Oh, nice. Brandon Straka is on with Judge Janine. Very cool. Yeah, he is looking really good for Democrats. Hashtag Dem exit and then hashtag walk away. All right, everyone. We have 689 people watching. I don't even know if we got notifications. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back shortly. Thank you so much. This is went over an hour like we usually do. And to the super chat people, thank you so much. You give me the incentive to keep on doing these live streams. Otherwise, I would just upload and yell into the computer. Hit subscribe right now. Share this segment also, because tonight we're going to find out all right, thank you. That's no notification and 700 people. That's 700 people without. Imagine if we got a notification. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a fantastic Friday. I will see you very soon. And share this segment, because in a couple of hours, we're going to see what happens. Thank you for everything. Hit subscribe.